Maru has the Crypt Bloom as well, and Dragon up in 40 seconds. BDS don't really have a foot to stand on, don't have a leg to find their way back into this battle. They say every journey starts with a single step. Well, I mean, that step's got to be a pretty...
Just farm up for a while until Baron is about to spawn. I think if they had just waited a little longer, Heretics would probably have based, and then you can take control of the river and try to catch them when they walk in. But here we are. They went a little bit too fast, got caught, and all of a sudden the game just ends pretty quickly.
And so much credit to Heretics as well. This was a cleanly executed start-to-finish game.
Very lead, but that lead just extended, you know, slowly got 1,000 gold and another 1,000, all of a sudden they're 10k up. And with the way they were rotating and always being near each other, BDS had no chances to do absolutely anything.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Team, but yeah, overall I think support role right now is like mostly like engage.
Absolutely. Now, congrats, of course, on your win, Flagged. You almost won player of the game by 2%. Jankos yoinked it away from you.
No way.
So, yeah,
When you're looking at this matchup from a sort of top-down perspective, the jungle matchup for Vitality is also one where I'm very worried for them, right? Because I feel like one of the biggest struggles that Vitality have had so far has been Douglas. You know, in the early game specifically, he's had a fairly good weekend so far, but into a Fnatic who have been so heavily kind of prioritizing getting Razork ahead, or Razork has been forcing these leads early on. Vitality who have struggled to get early information, and that's led to Douglas having to cover a lot of lanes. It does kind of leave me a bit concerned around, you know, Vitality's ability to contain Razork and then be able to play out the mid game or
AD carries.
I do think that both teams are happy to let Smolder go through it and try and counter it. Whether it's making bot lane volatile with the Kai'Sa Zeri or picking the TF into it, I think there are a lot of options for both teams.
Yeah, I think that's the thing, right? Fnatic have basically ignored Smolder for a majority of the split, whereas Vitality have more or less been creating ideas around the Smolder, whether they have it or whether they're playing against it.
Yeah.
So on blue side, Vitality are, I am very, I wouldn't be very surprised if they actually leave it up to maybe even 2-3 it, because they are not going to expect Fnatic to lock it in on the 1-2 on the red side.
Yeah, particularly yesterday as well with Photon.
You could, I think what you need to do now is draft some kind of hard engage and then play towards bot side, because if you do draft Renata, you're just getting pushed in, and that's not what Renata wants. You want to be pushing up continuously.
You need something that can force.
Rel, maybe?
Realistically, Rel, Nautilus, those are the two that make the most sense. There's the Ahri we was talking about for that first rotation. Yep. It should probably be the Nautilus. I feel like if they allow their support pick to go to 4-5 and it gets pinched out, even if you secure a jungle matchup or a jungler that you're happy to run this Ahri with, I feel like you're...
That's something we've highlighted coming into this.
Yeah, so it's really important that Fnatic play through the volley bait in terms of the invades as well as covers bot. So what's really important is that the bot lane needs to perma push and they need jungle cover. Otherwise, what can happen is they can just get hard engaged on with Douglas and the Kalista Nautilus. Volibear's really good at invading, and he's really good at using priority, so he has a lot of priority across the map here. I want to see what Razork can do with those invades.
Yeah, and to me, very simply, Douglas has got to do something to try and cheat tempo to kind of break apart those plays. Yeah. If he tries to match, then he's always going to not have first move.
On the analyst desk about how Douglas has to kind of navigate the early game, with Razork being slightly stronger, obviously having double AD carries in the bot lane. Do you think this strategy from Douglas can pay off if he matches an early gank bot?
I think it definitely can. Now, it is worth noting that Oscarinen actually invaded the enemy top side, putting a ward so they know that Douglas, at the very least, is not starting on his blue buff. But at the same time,
Exhaust going down on Noah. Kazi trying to trade in here. There's the ignite, but Kazi gets first blood, and Jun can't get any range. He flashes. He gets it. Will Hylissang chase? Of course he will. It's Hilly. He loves a little bit of a burn, he loves a little bit of a battle, but now he's forced away. The slow from the Ash Orders, but it's Douglas! It's It's genius Vitality are playing 16D chess while the rest of us are googling what on earth is en passant. Hylissang chasing forward as Razor's going to get forced away from these Krugs. Hilly flashes the wall and Douglas follows suit. They get the slow. Razor still has a flash of his own. Douglas needs to CC him more. He can't get in range. Can BTO get across from the side? Has the flash only level 2. And in the end, Razor gets the hell out of dodge.
I love the creativity from Douglas, just sneaking into the enemy jungle and catching them off guard. Worth noting that even if Fnatic hadn't gone for that super aggressive fight,